Is this still the coolest power bank ever made? Well, maybe so. Certainly not the best overall, but the coolest? I think it certainly is. And I've been daily driving the Shargeek 100 for nearly 2 years now, and I'm pretty sure that you very much appreciate long-term feedback. And so do I. So if you watch my reviews, you definitely have noticed that whenever it comes to dash cameras, to smartphones, or any other device that draws power, I use this tiny little display in order to show you the real-time power draw of a given device. It's a keeper, but it isn't perfect. And battery technologies have changed a lot in the past couple of years. So now let me introduce you to the Shargeek 300, which is inspired by the Audi R8, and it pushes a massive 300 watts total output and features a design that feels like definitely a generational leap. So today we're putting it through a drag race with multiple devices. We're going to try high-end laptops, smartphones with crazy fast charging, and a bunch of other tests in order to find out whether it lives up to the hype. Let's talk about this build. While the 100 was purely transparent, the 300 blends a matte silver CNC aluminum body with this signature see-through window. Feels more like a Pro and significantly more durable. Still not sure how scratchy it is in the long run. Thus far, it still manages to recover most scratches I intentionally cause. The rounded chamfers make it comfortable to hold, though it's definitely got some heft to it. It's roughly the size of a soda can, but inside it's a masterpiece of engineering. You can see the circuit board and those Ampere JP40 cells through the casing. Feels less like a gadget and more like a piece of high-end automotive equipment. Now, for the stress testing, most power banks throttle their speeds when you plug in a second device, especially if it requires a lot of power. Not this one though, and using their PD 3.1 Pro architecture, we can push up to 140 watts to the laptop I'm testing and about 96 watts to the MacBook Pro with an M processor at the same time. And we can also put a smartphone with super fast 120 watt charging. While testing its limits, you can see the heat moving through the aluminum chassis. Because it uses the Ampere JP40 tablet cells, the internal resistance is incredibly low, as noted by Cool Watts in his deep dive testing. Lower resistance means less heat at the source. The aluminum body acts as a massive heat sink, keeping the performance sustained without the sag that you're going to see in older tech like the Samsung 32E cells, which are deployed in the older Shargeek 100 model. The geek factor here is off the charts. The screen is, as you can see, significantly larger than the previous generation, the Shargeek 100, and the new 3-button control, which you can access over here, it makes the navigation easier compared to the old single-button struggle, which I kind of rarely use anyway. But this for sure has better controls, and chances for more frequent use are therefore greater. You can customize the DIY RGB lights bar to match your setup, you can set a custom welcome message, but more importantly, you can dive into the adjustable DC voltage, ranging from 3.3 volts up to 25.2. For my reviews, this means I can power almost anything in my studio directly from this bank. Now, talking about the full picture, let's see where the Shargeek 300 is not that perfect. The weight, it's heavier than the 100, which you're definitely going to feel in a backpack. Just like the older model, that transparent plastic will scratch over time if you don't use a sleeve. It's a premium device with a price tag to match, and to stay airline approved at 86.4 watt-hours, it actually has slightly less total capacity than the predecessor. In the end, I think that the Shargeek 300 is the most powerful, customizable lab-in-a-pocket power bank I've ever tested, and it improves a lot of the UI frustrations of the Moto 100, doubles down on raw power, and I'm going to be happy to perform more tests for you. So in case you want to request something extra, do it in the comments below. If you enjoy this techie deep dive, then consider subscribing to my TechMishka channel, and I, Michael, Gotta see you in the next one. Stay charged.